Alright guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be fixing a leak, hopefully, on this F-150. There's issues with these trucks with on the nipple of the drain, there's a rubber tube that connects to it. A lot of time they pop off. So what we're going to do, I'm going to spin the truck around to back it in the garage so I can work on it on this correct side here. And we'll start taking things apart and finding out what the issue is. Okay, so on the A-pillar you got the little handle here. There's two covers here, one down here, one up here and one down here. They just pop off just like that. Now you don't pull it off because they have this little, they're connected by a little plastic piece, so they stay on there. All you gotta do is get them pulled back out of the way, just like that. Okay, and then it opens up and there's two bolts in here. They are 10 millimeter. Of course, at least 10 millimeter in it. So go ahead and take those out. Okay, so set to the side. Same thing down here. Go and take it out. So then this whole thing actually, at that point, will come off. You gotta be careful down here. Get your little tweeter that's down there. It's got the wire connected. You just push the pin in and pop him out. And you pull it out of the way. So our tube, you can see right here, this tube, rubber tube, is what runs all the way up the A-pillar, and it connects up into the little drain tube. Okay, so up here with the visor, you gotta move him out of the way. You can get to the bolt that's right there, but over here on this side of the visor, this is covering over. It's just a little plastic cap essentially. So you pop it down. I feel like you're going to break it, but you won't. 7 millimeter. So you're going to take those out, and what this is going to do, it's going to pretty much allow us to detach or pull down slightly on the headliner here, just enough to get up there to see that little drain tube. Okay, so you kind of just spin the visor out of the way, and you can see it's like it hooks up in there, so just kind of gotta finagle it a little bit. Okay, so right here is the drain tube. This is actually what's connected onto the nipple here, and it runs all the way back, and like I said, down the A-pillar here. Right here, I mean, that's really loose. It's probably just really just sitting on there. It is here. I'll pull it off here. Let me feel. Yeah, so it's actually barbed, meaning this thing is meant to go. So you can do it all the way on. All right, so you can tell right here, it's actually on past the barb now. So right here is where the nipple comes to. You can see it gets fat right here, which slid over the barb. And then let's give it a tug and make sure it stays on decent. Yeah. So that's on there all the way. So that's not coming off. So let's go ahead and pour some water down the track here and see it come out. And we'll just make sure we don't have any more leaks. Okay, so I'm going to pour water down inside that track. Hopefully somewhere in this area you see it pouring out. And then we'll come up and make sure it didn't leak up there. So that was quite a bit of water I poured down in it. And it says no drips. That's good. Everything's dry. No drips at all. So what was happening was this corner right here would actually get wet. And it makes sense because it'd be dripping right there. Just dripping right on here, running down. And it starts coming down the A-pillar and then coming out of the handle. There's another drain right here in this trough on the outside of this window. Let's go and just pour water right here. Let's see. And we'll see. So it'll run down in there. And then, yeah, so we're dripping again. So it comes out, there's like another tube for that right there. Another tube or a trough. Yeah, so we're sealed on our window. There's no way for it to get in. Nothing anywhere. It's all dry. So now that we've checked it, there's no leaks, everything's good. We did find that the tube was off and loose on a heavy rain, like I said, it would actually dump in. It was not over the barb on the nipple there. So, okay, so once you got the door, the headliner inside the door seal, when we are now ready to put the visor back on. And remember how this came out? This just lipped up inside this little hole that's up there. So it kind of rocks just like that. And we can spin this guy back. Kind of makes it easier to get to these things. So I can see that hole right there. So we get that guy in. Okay. And this guy here, just go clip him back on. Nice and solid. He just goes straight up on. It doesn't hook in or anything. The visor's back in. And put the tweeter back in. You hear it click, clicked. There's two little stubs that stick out, and there's two holes back here that they go down in. So you want to get them lined up. Down in it. Falls into place. And everything clicks back in. One. And that's two. And you're off to the next job. Everything's good. So it was, I mean, that's like probably the easiest fix you can do. The tube wasn't too short. It just wasn't pushed over that barb fitting. It's very possible it was like that from factory. I don't see it coming off of there. I was pulling pretty hard. As hard as I wedged it onto that barb, it wasn't coming back off. It didn't vibrate off, and it wasn't dry rotted. It was still fresh rubber. It's very possible the driver's side needs to be done. I don't have any leaks over there yet. Probably just gonna let it ride out. But guys, if you would like, share, and subscribe, and catch you on the next one. Thank you.